Hi, dear players. Thank you for joining me. In this installment, I'm going to show you some issues that our friend Gamer Gmo was having. So I'm going to fix the problem or polish it so he understand, and by default, the rest of the community will understand how to fix the issues he was having. I'm going to talk about 5 or 6 issues, different issues, not all related to what he done, but additional ones, so we can expand the game to make it more efficient. Okay, so without further ado, let's go into the game. Right, we are nighttime. Let's fix the daytime issue. Yeah. So you got two options. Either we go Alt 10, which is this, right? If you want Alt 10, right? Go into the time offset, right? And you can make it daytime or nighttime. Basically, the sun will move, or the illusion of the sun moving, and therefore the light. But we're gonna do the modded way, which is to I just left the thing. Don't worry about this. This is a contraption. We're gonna go down or up. By the way, before I start, this is Earth-like planet. Okay, Earth-like planet, and I just travel with this thing, right? Doing 2 jumps from a Titan. Let me show you Titan. From up there. That over there is Titan, right? And I just came from there, right? Give or take, right? So let me switch it off because I'm trying to explain something, right? So as soon as I arrived, because I am on sort of creative mode, right? It helps me build up this thing so I can explain it properly. So what I've done is went into the highest point, right? And the first thing I did is do the tower, right? And then I did the turbine power, right? So I did a small base, but let me change it to daytime. That would be better. So this is the hydroponic. Go F, sleeping, and in a couple of seconds it will go into daytime. There you are. Daytime for you. Good morning. Happy days. Right, so now this the sun is behind us, so basically we'll be going like that eventually, right? So let's go high up and have a look at it from this side. You'll probably be able to see it better. Right, so that's the ship that I arrived from. The first thing I did is created a small platform, a big tower, right? And then I did the stackable wind turbines. Okay. After that, I created the survival kit, right? Large grid survival kit. Stack a Q-Tech cargo, oxygen, and a Q-Tech cargo. This one is to put ice, and I put a what do you call it now? Let's put this one here. A O2 refinery generator. Sorry, and this is another generator. Is two of them. Both of them are modded. This one takes more capacity, and this one is different because it's got modules. This is the only so far the only mod O2 generator with slots to put modules, right? So we're going to put modules onto that, which is a different because all modules are for the refinery and the assembler. Okay, the two big sizes, right? But this one also helps you with upgrading the actual O2 generator, right? So after that, on top of the as we look at it right hand side, I have put an assembler, right? And then I can start producing stuff, right? But then what I did is created my first, like I see from the back, yeah, the first refinery. I put this one later, okay, because I was testing. So I put that one first, and then I put the drill system on top of it, right, to bring the ores, right. And this is the first thing that I'm going to show you. Not this. I will show you this at the end, right. The reason behind that conveyor system, right. Conveyor sorter, sorry. Okay, so I've got 8 drill system, right. They, yes, all of them, right, will collect whatever I select it, right, and it will get processed. Now the less Gmo has installed the Reforge, shall we call plugin, right, which works inside the ore detector. Any ore detector in the game will be integrated onto it, right? And what it does is that you can select a color and a predefined or define the different ores. You can say gold and silver, right? And you can highlight it to a specific color. So when you look at it in the world, like so, you cannot see it now because I've got it disconnected, right? You can actually pinpoint where they are, right? Excuse me. And it will start from the nearest to you, right? And working backwards. So when you go to the ore and run out, it will go to the next one, depending on the range of the ore reforge capability. And this works in tandem with the range of the antenna. So the antenna and the ore reforge, at minimum, it should be the same distance, right? So if you put the ore reforge to 10 kilometers, right, the range it can seek, right, you have to put the antenna at the same, because if you put the antenna at a lower range, let's say 5,000 kilometers, right, 5 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers. If you go to the 6 of the ore detector, you will not see it. You will become invisible. Therefore, you have to put the antenna and the ore reforge at the same range, or the antenna higher or longer range. Okay, so let's go into that and let's get that one out of the way. Okay, so for that we can go to any console, right, pressing the K, right, and going into the ore detector. Okay, ore detector, right. Another thing, Gmo was having a little bit of problem. Space only is the highest or the longest range, right? It's about 5,000 kilometers. Sorry, 5 kilometers, 5,000 5 kilometers of range. With included with the Reforge, it goes astronomically, right? So we're talking about 15 kilometers plus, right? So we selected, right? Oh, by the way, on the azimuth, you got two different, and I explained it on my second last video. You have duplicates, but one of them is 1 by 1 and the other one is 1 by 2, right? That one that looks like a freaking sausage is the 1 by 2, but they are the same. The only one that differs is to say that it's space only, and the other one doesn't say anything. The one that says anything is that if you want a shorter range or longer than the vanilla, you can choose the not space one or the weaker one, right? The space only one is the one that has got the maximum range. You can choose it for Earth-like environment or planet. That's no problem. But what it's saying there is that it's the maximum range. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, any of you that have got the azimuth or detector, choose space only. It will not harm the game. It will not harm the searching or the tracking of ores in environments, in planets, because it just scans it further field. You don't have to use the single or the drill tip as the means to detect it. It will already know how far it is in 400, 600, 700 meters away. Okay, now if this is normally like so, okay, and look at the range, 5,000 kilometers, or 5,000 meters or 5 kilometers. Get confused, right? So that's for a planet. That's quite a lot. You get well, you guys, most of them like to get rovers. 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers is plenty. Yeah, you don't have to move a lot, or at least you know where to go straight away. Okay, so let me show you what happens or what problem he was having. He was having two problems at the same time, but they're a little bit different. Okay, so let's go out. Can you see the yellow markers? Right, those are all the ores. Yeah, all the ores. But can you see the small square here? You see these small squares here, right? That is because the head-up display, the HUDs, are not shown incomplete. The text incomplete. That is why you have to use the H key on the keyboard, right? So I'm going to do it in succession, like pressing it, and you can see it changes, right? Right, that is full display. You see there at the bottom near the welder, what it says? Yeah, signal switch off completely, no signals whatsoever. Yeah, signal switch to normal, that's the default when you launch the game. You come and that is what Gmo had, right? And all of you have gonna have that problem because when you set the Reforge to search a particular ore given a color, it will not be apparent, right? So you press H again to see it. You see now it shows in pink. Why does it show in pink and why does it show the yellow one, right? So we're gonna fix. I'm gonna show you the two of them. Why does it? You can see the iron. You can see the iron somewhere over there, 3.8 kilometers away, right? Nickel 1.2, and that's because the ore detector is at the maximum 5 kilometers. So to get rid of the ores that you're not seeking, what you have to do is reduce the ore range. The normal default ore detector that you have, you reduce it to the minimum, which in this case is 1 meter. So that's the first step. You go to any control panel, press K, look for your ore detector, anyone, right? The 5,000 meters, and then you go to 1. Okay, that's the first step. I'm going to go out, although the Reforge is here, but I'm not going to show you that in a moment. We're gonna show the solution of the yellow markers of the different ores, because that's what he did not want to see, right? Or is getting confused. So we come out of there, and it will disappear in a second, right? Let me see this. It doesn't go. It should go. Trust me, it should go. Right. So when we go back, is hold on. So if I go H, right, doesn't show. Okay. So I'll go back again on K, right, and check on the azimuth. Right, now we're going to go to the ore Reforge, which is the application running inside of the ore detector. Right, I have chosen a pink because it's very colorful when you go into tunnels. It shows like a saw farm. You can do that, or you can go the green side of it. That one and this one, I think it is. No, not this one. This one. See the green one, because once you go inside, it shows. So let's try that one, okay? Right, and at the bottom is what you want to search. Iron, I got it right now. Iron, nickel. That's if I click in each single one of them, or I can multi-select with the control excuse me, or the whole range. So let's say iron and cobalt. Right, I got those two selected, and those two will be shown on the green color or light green color. But in this case, we're going to focus only on the iron. In this case, for example, in this case, he was looking for gold. So let's do that, because Gmo was looking for gold. Let's do that exactly the same thing. So we're going to go for gold only. Oops, that one, gold only, right? Okay, that's what. So now we got the ore reforge set for two, like two distinctive items, two different plots, and the range of the ore detector to practically zero, right? Switch off, switch on. Maybe that's the solution, right? So the Reforge range 50 kilometers, doesn't matter. We can do much lower. I will say 10 kilometers. Okay, 10 kilometers is the range. Now we have to find out if the antenna has got that range of 10 kilometers. So we go to the antenna. Where's the antenna? Here, right? 4,000, and I said 10,000, right? So if I go over 4,000, I will not detect it. So what I have to do is right click and put 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000. So now the ore detector is synced with the antenna is synced with the ore detector, or Reforge in this case, right? So that's the detection side is sorted. Okay. I hope that is clear, and I apologize for the mumbling, but I need to be absolutely freaking clear so you guys don't have any problems, right? So that's sorted, right? And now we go into the drill system, and we have to select the gold. I selected the gold from the drill system, because guys, when we go for iron, it could be another ore nearby and it will pick it up, and it may not be desirable for us. We want a particular ore to collect. In this case, we have said that we want gold, so we instruct our drill system to only pick up the gold. Okay, so we go to our drill system, which I've got it F drill system. I've got it in a group. Bless Jibo, he doesn't like to have it in a group. Anyway, that's not here nor there, right? I just go there, right, and as a collect, and I got iron selected. So no, I disable that one, right, and I want gold. Yeah, there you are, right, and nothing else. Okay, so my my drill system will only pick up gold, right? And I've got it on. Only that. I'm not going to pick up anything hanging around. Yeah, we can confirm that is for me. Sound. I like to have the sound because I like to control that is actually picking up. It's very important, right? And it's set for me, right? And that's it. We are ready to actually search. We're just going to get our suit recharge, right? So we can do this endeavor. Okay? So we are set. So we get out. You see, I think we have to disconnect and connect the ore, because now it shows only the ore that we selected. So it does work. So we do have to switch off and switch on the ore detector to reset to our new level of range. You see, it's now clear, perfectly clear, right? That's the ore. And if I go to the H again, look, it goes invisible. That's the trouble that he was having. Let's imitate what he was doing. And it's very difficult to search. It's like, that's almost impossible, right? So we press H again, it goes off. H again, we don't want that one. We need the next one, which is fully full information, right? I want to check something because I got another trick at my hand, right? I want some steel plates because I'm going to show you something. Where steel plates? Steel plates are here, right? So let me pick up some steel plates very quickly. Yeah, let me pick up 10. 20, 30. That will do. Right. So let's go and find the gold, which is the mission that Gma was trying to do. Let's go. Okay, so H first of all, so full display, then select the ore and the ore reforge, and select it for the type that you want. Reduce the ore detector to 1. Restart, stop and restart it. It will disappear the rest of the ore, so you don't get confused. Go to the drill system, activate the drill, the goods that you want, or the ore that you want. In this case is gold. You, as the old saying say, you're good as gold. So let's go. Yeah. Right. So first of all, you go up. Right. That's the best way to do it. Instead of going straight, you go up. Right, and then you get a clear. You're going to go straight into. Right, the ore is there, right? So I switch into guns like Top Gun, right? Can you see there? It says 108, right? Remember what I told you about in previous episodes? The range of the ore detector is 75 meters, which is equivalent to 37 meters. 37 and a half meters in all directions. So if we go down 76 meters, it will start from that edge, right? Because if we go drill down, it will start from the furthest point, and you will not be able to notice it, shall we say. So we are on top of the thing, and we're going to start digging with the right mouse button to dig down. Okay, let's put the light on and carry on. So you can clearly see the numbers, right? 90 meters, 80 something. We are in the 70s. We are getting close. So remember, we're talking about 37 and a half meters. Right. That's cobalt. Right? And unfortunately, we're not going to pick it up. Right? We're going to go through it, unfortunately. Because our target is... So from here, we're going to start picking up the gold. Right? And the cue is that it will start moving. It will jitter the location. Right, so the yellow one is the ore detector general area. You see now it's moving. The correct one is the green one, because it is sensing where it is. Okay, so we're gonna go straight down. Oh no, that one, sorry, because it has shifted. If we go straight to it, it will be a hole. See, you see the hole? Right. So another trick that I do, so you don't get confused. What I do is, momentarily, I switch to change the color to red. Well, in this occasion, because I've got the creative attached, it will show very clearly in red. But I can go like that, and that is my exit. Okay, couple of places, so I can see it from afar. I switch on back to the drill, and it will start picking up again. That is it for this particular tutorial for the ore reforge. This is what we wanted to do. Okay, so let's say you go straight down there, whatever, and you get lost right here, like that. I said, sugar, where's the exit? Right, where's the exit? In non-creative, in survival, you will have the the form of the, what they call it, the grids on the boxes not being printed. You can actually weld it if you want, and it will be formed, right? But you can always get out of here, right? Find your way, and your target is to find the red boxes. There you are. That's the exit, right? So you know that this side here is the actual exit itself, right? You can pick up the boxes, yeah, and then you can go, right? Once you are happy with the collection, right? And let it do what it does, because I have only got 8 build system. It would take a while, but I'm not gonna stay here for this. I'm just pointing out that this is how it is supposed to be done if you use the mods, okay, or Reforge, Azimuth. You can actually use even the vanilla one, right? Because the search of the ore is based on the ore Reforge mod, not the actual ore detector. That's the beauty of it, right? So let's finish with that. Can you see it's moving the actual green? The two selected, we selected 2, and they're moving in tandem, right? Once it's finished, it will disappear. It will move to another sector, and that is what is nice about this ore detector. Let's say you want a hell of a lot of ore, in this case, but gold. If you run out this in this location, right, it will show you just like that, because you set it up to 10 kilometers. So it would be in the next closest to you, which is wicked, right? So you're nearly closing. So yeah, right. So shall we leave it there? Yeah, we leave it there, right? We go to another thing, right? There you go. It sticks like a sore thumb. So if you press P and select red, right? The contrast with the gray of the stone, you can see miles away, or even light green, any color that would show, right? So get rid of the P, right? So let's break it down. Let's take it back with us. And that's the hole. Okay, that's where we came from. So let's get out. We could even mark this and say cobalt right here. We can put here enter /GPS cobalt. Happy days. We got it marked. Okay. So then we leave, and I'm going to show you guys the next issue, right? If you are not subscribed to Gmo, please subscribe. I hope I don't forget. I will should put a link on his on my description on his video, on his channel. Sorry, right? The reason I like the way he plays is because he's unique in the sense that he makes his own stuff, his own ship. It's not like he blueprints somebody else's. Yeah, and I've seen another player also, and I forgot his name now, that he's doing a gecko, and it was his own creation. That I respect an engineer, a player engineer that does his own stuff. I really enjoy that, to be quite honest. It doesn't matter how good or how bad, is his stuff, right? So and you see this red one here is because I wanted to put a marker where the iron is, right? But that's it's a silly thing. I just put a post there, right? There's nothing. So let's go back. I'm going to show you the next is he was having an issue or a concern, regardless the cube 3-in-1 cube, right? This cube is a module that holds the three categories of in this case will be the refinery, right, which is speed, the process or yield, right, and the power consumption, right. The cube holds those three information and gives a hefty discount, or increases the volume of production, the yield, increases the speed, and decreases the energy consumption drastically, right? And because it's six-sided like a cube, you can put in one single cube like this one, because that is occupying the 8 slots, right? In a normal module, the vanilla module, you are forced to occupy 2, because if you occupy 1, it defeats the purpose, right? So this one plus is reversible. So basically, you can put another refinery back to back, yeah, with one single module inside, and it will serve. It will not diminish the power. It's like every port is 100% of its capability. So if it's 2000% in one port, which is one small square, is all the same for the sixth one independently, right? For example, you could put here, you could put an assembler, right, on that side, right, and you can put a refinery here, right. But anyway, so what I've done. Oh, by the way, this refineries is the same as the Reforge, is a plugin, because bless Jimo, he was more concerned about speed than yield and power, right? Or yield he was concerned, but he was not concerned excuse me, about power. I am concerned about power because in my ships, my mediocre ships, excuse me again, I use shield as a primary force of defense, right? Apart from the weaponry, but my main defense is shields, right? So I want as much power as I can and the most storage capability as I can, as humanly possible or game possible, which is the Q-Tech battery, right? So at the moment that I've seen. But in regards of production wise, and you're gonna be surprised, Jimo, this is a present for you, right? You were shall we say disputing or challenging the model that I suggested, the 3-in-1 versus the elite one, which I don't know where you got it from, right? I think it's in game, but I don't know, which is fine, right? But you can surpass the ×3 thing because this particular refinery is a mod, and the assembler is also mod from the same guy, right? And guess what it is? Unlimited processing power without modules, right? So meaning as much you can put into it, it puts it out, right? So to demonstrate what I'm saying, we're gonna go up, right? I'm gonna go to the here. We're gonna check what you were checking, right? A couple of days ago, right? Or what I saw, right? You were checking the flow, right? So we go to the inventory, right? And you see the 4,000 liters, which is normal, right? So the control panel, look at the refinery speed, is 99 million %, right? This is not 100% correct because I've already tested it, right? But what it's saying is that it will process the speed, the maximum speed that it can, right? And it's based on the capacity of the 4,000 liters. Okay, so it's not like it will do it immediately. What it does is it takes in the ore in 4,000 liters and then it spews it out and then bring it in and then throw it out. Okay, but there's another problem, is that the conveyor system is a filter of sorts. You cannot suck in the amount of ore versus what the the refinery can take. So it's a bottleneck. So you need another mod, right? Another mod, which is a speed conveyor. I can link it if you want it, right? Because otherwise it will not work. Because this mod will not work if I cannot push in the ore, right, fast enough, right? There's two ways of doing it. One via mod, which is like having a bigger hose or virtual bigger hose, or use the conveyor sorter to sort of like suck it in, right? But you have to use multiple sorters equivalent to the maximum of 4,000 liters, right? I think the normal sorter is about 250 liters or something like that, right? The mod that I've got, let's go to control panel, put sorter. Sorter, spell correctly, please. Right, I've got ores in and ores out. Okay, so inventory, sorter. There, can you see there? It says 15,000 liters, right? 15,000 compared to the refinery, right, which is 4,000. So the plug-in, right, the speed attribute that the sorter has got is higher. So you don't need any sorters to suck it in. So I'm going to show you now the sorter convention. If you do not want to seek the plugin, the solution is this. Right, so let's go up. Right, so we got here, there is conveyors, right? I'm going to do it on this side, but you see we got, I'm going to imitate it, right? So you got here the refinery port, right? So I'm going to select my let's do it white. Yeah, let's do it white. Okay, so what we're doing is sharing the port. So we're gonna make it 1 there, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those 4 are part of the entrance port, shall we say, right? They're interconnected, right? So the ore that's coming from the drill system, right, that I've got it plugged in, that is coming from the bottom, right, from here. Yeah, it's coming from the top of the box. Yeah, the drill system, the box is here, so it's coming in, right, and sharing it amongst these 4, right? So what I'm going to do now is put the sorter like so, and put 4 of them, right? 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, right? And we're going to say ores in, right, from wherever the ore is coming from. Yeah, because the ore originally is coming from here, but we're pushing it into here, so we are forcing the ore in under pressure. Yeah, from here, right? If we put cargo here, Qt cargo, it will stay stored there, and then these 4 things will say push it in, right? And this is the only way to force the ore into the small entries, right? Then you need to force it out, right? To force it out like so. Yeah, and go to a container of ingots. So you drain you drain the refineries. You don't clog the refineries with ingots. So you go ingots out, and then you go into the into containers, Q-Tech container. Even one will do, right? One or two, and then you can put an assembler on top of the container because obviously we need the ingots. The ingots to produce components, right? So ores, you program these ores in, right? Or you can blacklist, like I've got it here, because if you put ores in, ice will flow, right? Because I've chosen this to pick up ice as well, right? And if you don't want it here, stuck here, you blacklist ice and leave it like that. Yeah, or you blacklist ice components, this, that. Yeah, so only ore will go in. And then here, you blacklist what you don't want to come out, ores. You blacklist ores, right? And that's it. So no ores will come out. Yeah. So that's sorted. This way, but I don't want to get rid of the. Right. So that is done in the sense of processing. Oh, we want to find out what's the processing power of the second refinery with this module versus the one without, right? So the hyper is the maximum, right? The advanced is not. Yeah. We can put advanced. Let's search for the advanced. So if you put, that's the module there 7, but I'm gonna put the cube, that one. So this is the advanced and this is a hyper. I think hyper is the highest one, but we're gonna put this one so we can choose both of them on 7, right? And change the color to silly green. Okay, so by rotating, I got hyper. You got 3. You got cheap. There you are. You got cheap. You got hyper and advanced. Okay, so we're gonna put the advanced. Cheap is the lowest. So you got like Gmo's got like a one stripe, 2 stripe, 3 stripes. The same. So the cheap will be the first stripe. The hyper, the advanced would be 2, and the hyper would be 3. Yeah, but we can put it there. Remember, I'm in semi-creative, so you get built up straight away. So now we got advanced. Let me get rid of that. So we got advanced and hyper, right? So refinery. This refinery, I'm gonna call it advanced. Refinery advanced. So we remember, and refinery 1 has the hyper module cube, right? You can see here hyper, right? But just for argument's sake. So what do we have in power? We have remember it's 99, so now we have 10 million% of speed, right? The yield rate is 303, and the power efficiency is 1900%. So saving wise is a total, right? So maximum require. So now it's only require 1 kilowatt. Yeah, normal is 264. It should be 264 here as well when working, right? So hyper 1 is furthermore, right? You see, advanced is 300, yeah, and hyper is 900, right? But now here is the hyper is 16,000% power efficiency, quite cheap, right? The refinery speed is off the charts anyway, right? With 8 slots of the hyper, and here you see here 16,000. Here it's just 1,000. So the advanced is the middle one, mid range. The hyper is the one you want to put, right? It will go like astronomically quick, right? So we go out of there, right? And oh, by the way, where's the gold? Advanced and the hyper. refinery. High density. Right, you got the advanced and high. You see the ore that we gather? We haven't got it anymore. So if we go here and here, yeah, we already done the ores. We don't have any ores. Right? It's gone. It's processed already. Right? So that's sorted. The speed is astronomical. So that means you can have a smaller production ship, or the size of the machines. In this case, refinery. You can have one or two. You can have two either side, in the center of your ship, with the cube modules, right? And it would be perfect. You just join the top or the bottom. In this case, if it's flat, it will be the back or the front, with conveyors, yeah, and then link it to containers, yeah, or sorters to pull it out, yeah. The what do you call it? The ingots, right? So that's another thing that I've completed. What else? Because I've got here something. Oh yes, this is something that is not related to our friend Gmo, but it's something that I'm really annoyed, right? And this is a Keen, company Keen fault, right? They are bothered to steal or copy or plagiarize other people's work, like bigger refineries with bigger, you know what I mean? It's completely disgusting what they're doing, right? They are demoralizing the modders, right, by doing exactly the same thing and saying, oh, this pack is the industrial pack with special modules, or if you go 100 miles down in space, you can go this, you can get the refinery and this and that, which this one can do perfectly fine. You see what I mean? And then obviously, because that's a mod pack, or a update, a DLC, bang, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for what a modder has already done for free. Now that's disgusting, right? You know what they could have done, and actually slightly impressed me. This, right? You see that planet there? I don't know what planet it is. I think it's the moon. Yeah, I will entertain that it's the moon, but why not? Why not point there and says moon, like a head-up display, or point to another? I don't know. We cannot see anything now. Sorry about this. You might feel a bit sick, but let's say we find another planet, or we go. We are in space, or in 0G. Obviously, there's no weather, and then you scan and you see little circles or spheres, shall we call it, right? We have to guess what it is. Let's say we put a new planet mod, right? Bang, 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 bang. We don't know the name of it. Yeah, we don't know the name of it. We might fancy going to that. We said, oh, let me try the other one first. Yeah, but no, we have to go blind. Second, not also hasn't got the name. It hasn't got the range. So when you put your drive, your the drive system, right, the jump drive, right, you don't know the range, because it needs the a point of reference, and since it is not known, right, it is not known. Listen, you go to any sci-fi and you scan your environment, your space. Is, oh, that's planet X, or that's a constellation system, whatever. Why not? Yeah, why not update that, which would make it more interesting, right? To know where we're going. You don't just jump into a bus and says, oh, let's see if it takes me there. No. You know the itinerary. You know every stop, or the company has got a map of all the stops and the final destination. Why can you not do it there? You already can do it. You see the respawn pod. 5,500 kilometers away, right? There, look at that, bang, it's there. So what's the problem? Why Keen cannot make the planet identifiable and find it in the range? Because knowing those two, we can go into our ship and plan the distance to be probably 10 or 15 or 20 miles, kilometers, well, in this case, kilometers away from the planet, so we can approach it in a easy, steady way. Why not? There may be a workaround which I'm not aware, right? And fine, but why not Keen, instead of it bothering making space engineers too, so it's more like interior designer people to be fancy small grids or medium or whatever, right? They're not fixing this. Same with the cargos, or same with the naming the cargos. For example, another one that let's say I want to name this group this 4, right? But let's say that all of them are the same, right? They're all the same hyper. Let's say for argument's sake hyper, right? They're all hyper. Screw it. Let's do it. I'm just going to give you an example. That is something that Keen could have fixed, right? So let me get rid of that. Shit. Okay, now, so we're going to put exactly the same, right? So that's in 2. There, 7. And let's put the hyper, right? So that's a hyper. I want to show you something that Keen could do easily. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put this one in white and color that one. Right? So now, let's say, for example, that you want to switch off all these 8 and not that one. So I want to switch off this this refinery with its 8 hyper. But guess what? We don't know which one it is, because in the menu, right? In the menu, this is another thing that I want to change. Look at that, hyper, right? Which one is which, right? Do you know what the solution will be? Let's say I want to group the 2 of them, because I want one refinery with its 8 modules working, right? To find out, I will have to activate or deactivate, or another thing is select all of them, and say show in hub, and it will be shown. But then I have to make a notes which one is which, because it would be numbered from 1 to 16 or whatever, right? Their solution, which they could easily, just like that, right? This would have been in like an update, is to color the this menu system with the color of what we have colored. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if we go out, so I will expect to have 8 of these with the color green in the box, in the selection box, and 8 of them being white. That's easily achievable to recolor the context box. As easily achievable. It is within the code of the programming. Easy, piece of cake. And that means that I can go here, right? I can go here. Oh, by the way, for example, you see these 2 are the same color. So what I'm gonna do is select this one, select the color, this green light green color, select this one, and this one, select white, right? So now all of these ones are green, and all of those ones are white, right? So what I'm expecting, what I would expect from Keen, if they are so keen on making money with stupid DLCs, right, to actually improve the game characteristics to help us make better management. right? And that is to go to here again, as I say, right? Go inside of the menu in the control panel and see there that if 8 of them are green and the other 8 are white. And the same thing with the refinery. These two refinery, which is the green one, which is the white one, right? Unless I go to, let's get rid of that. Unless here I go to this one. This is the trouble that I will have to do. Go here and put refinery green. That means that the other refinery is white, right? But that's okay with one object. That I understand that, right? I can work with that, right? Is oh, I need to disconnect the green one. No problem. Bang, disconnected. Right now, how can I disconnect the cubes? Right, the cubes hasn't got a control system, right? You know what? Maybe maybe here we can find out. But this is extra work because we have to do that for each one of them, and the idea is not to do that, right? That is a major flaw as far as I'm concerned from Keen to be be focused on making money in DLCs and not improving the game aspect of it, right? That's in my opinion, right? So now. We're going to test the cube system. Remember, we got this O2 generator that's got no is an upgraded to the basic one, right? Obviously it's not, that's not the vanilla one, right? It's an upgraded one, and this one is a higher one, right? Which has got six ports. Actually, tell a lie, it's got 12. Because it's got 6 either side, right? So you can really push the limit here, right? So if you're gonna go here, right, you can see here is all 100%, right? That's easy to manage, right? So let's put the cube mode on, right? The cube system mode, right? So we got the cube system, which is 7. And the hyper we know now is the highest capability, right? So we can put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, right? So now you got 6 there already, right? Okay, let's check what it's doing with just 6. But yeah, 1300% power efficiency. It reduces the the speed multiplier is 1300. Reduces it, but when you put it on the other side, it will bring it back. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Resource, it makes more ice. Basically, it'll process it better ice, right? So let's go and put the remainder of the hyper as one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, right? So let's get rid of that. Go here, back again. There you are. 2500% speed multiplier. Processing ice. Okay, one single one can do that, right? 800.5% resource efficiency. Okay, so it will make it more ice, right? Faster and more ice, and power is twice as less here, right? Current it maximum requires 700 and current power is 400. Although it's not processing, is it processing ice? No, this is the upgradable, right? So where's the ice? Ice. I don't have ice. So it's run out of ice. because ice is here. Ice is here. No ice. So let's go for ice. Okay, let's go for ice. So let's set up. Let's actually do the old Reforge for ice, right? Because otherwise it's going to run out of power, right? So we go down here. Exactly the same thing for ice, yeah? So we go here. We go to the azimuth, right? We target green, fine. Yeah. Everything the different here. We go ice, and we select it, right? And that's it. We don't have to do anything else here, right? Now we go to the drill system, right? Collect, and we select ice. We get rid of the gold. We want to enable ice only. Okay. So the drills are set, configured. The all Reforge set for ice. Oh, guess what? Look at that. The ice is there, right? It is checking the ore that is not a lake, like a normal ore hidden inside the ground. But for argument's sake, well, this is to test that the ice is there, right? So I'm gonna go level and drill perpendicular, right? So you see there, 24 meters. As soon as I put the drill, it will start grabbing it. Oh, you see this here, for example? That must be Mars, and that must be Europa. But why not? Why not when you point it at it to say which one is which? Right? Let's say you don't know about the planets. Right. So let's drill in. Put the light on. I know that we can go in the lake, but I'm assuming that there's no water, like Titan or whatever. Yeah? Can you hear it? That's ice. The reason I'm going back, the reason I'm going back is because I want to grab it from there, so it's not creating the hole. Yeah, because otherwise, remember in previous episodes, it's not where you are. Is the square is in relation to the front of the drill system. Right now, we are behind the drills, right? So we are the ice is between us and the drill system, so it is picking up behind. So it might take a couple of minutes into it reaches that end. By the time it reaches that end, it could be empty. So I'm actually forcing it to collect it. You see now it's collecting it, creating the hole now. Right, it created the hole. See the ice there? Right, we can get lots here easily. So I'll go 4. I got 1, 2 here. 1 there. Right. Let me color that really quickly into red. So red. We can see that miles away. So I go back to the drill. Yeah, and then you see the ice, and that's the exit. When we go about 20 or 30 drill system, it just goes and takes it out. Right here is a little bit slower because I've only got 8, 2 sets of 4s. But you see, it's picking up from the beginning of the square or the cube nearest to the drill. So it would be going this way. Right, forget about that. Imagine that we got all of them. Okay, so let me grab my Right, we go out. Turn the light off. We collected it. Obviously, if we had a lake, you just put it here, right, and use this one as the main collector. Stay there and watch these things here. Watch the 8 rays go down and pick him up. There you are, you see there? Remember, it's picking up the closest to the drill system, however it's pointed. Imagine we are happy with that, right? So we disconnect the drill, we start climbing up. That's what it has taken. We go up. And that's the ice. It will go there, it will go down, go through there, and it will be stored here. There you are. Right? It's only 10% full. Right? But at least we got ice. Now, I've got another thing that Gmo was struggling is the storage location. How to push items to one place or the other, and he was using the plugin, the ISIS inventory management. Yeah, IIM inventory. I don't like that. There's another mod, right? It's a quality of life mod, right? That you can select a container and lock the attributes of what you want there, right? For example, here in this one here, right, I only want ice to be there, right? And in the menu I can select it because I've got a plugin or a mod that lets me select what can I put there, okay, and nothing else, right? So I go there to the inventory and control panel, the inventory. Yes, in the control panel, right? You see there, this inventory limit is a mod similar to Reforge, in the sense that it works. It's not an object. It works. It resides inside of every cargo, right, or producing thing, right? So, for example, here I've got ammo to 0. I could put it into infinite. Yeah, everything is in 0, meaning I don't want it, right? Everything, right? And then it's selected by title, right? Ammo. All that is ammo, right? The next one is components. I don't want any components there. It's for my eyes. How many I want? 0. Yeah. How do you do that? Here you put set. So you select one, you select that, and then you put a number, and then you go set, and this number will go there. So if I say 20 superconductors, I will put that. And this is excellent for Nemo's armament, because what he can do, sorry, Gmo, not Nemo, Gmo, he can put a container at the opening, at the port of a container, yeah, not a not conveyor, actually a cargo container, and select that cargo container to take or to grab the type of ammo that the cannon takes. Is 100mm ballistic, so okay, feed it, and then it can drag it there, right? So you don't have to. The only thing, once you produce it, the plugin will suck it from wherever it's made, in whatever assembly it's made, to go all the way around of the excuse me, all the conveyors, and it will reside there, and that's what you want, because it's adjacent to it. Whenever it's running out, it will take it from there. It won't take it from anywhere else. You don't need another ship or anything like that, right? It's not pulling it here, pulling it there, because the machine, you can have the same weapon system on the other machine, and then they get confused. And I think that's what's happening in the GMO8. It's probably using the same thing, and it's basically the program or ISIS is choosing where to go, and that's a nightmare. Yeah, because you have to say components, you have to say ammo, you have to say instead of doing that, you can say to that container, I want this particular ammo there. Obviously, if you don't have it, you have to make it, but at least you can go straight to the ammo and says, okay, I haven't got any here, let's make 2,000 of them. You can even have a LCD display with just cargoes, and it will display each cargo with the amount of number, and then you can monitor it like that. You say armament or weapons or whatever, right? That's a good system, right? And you don't need an inventory management system to push it, because if it fucks up or anything like that, you're screwed, right? You're screwed up. So that is how you see it. So now here I'm going to show you the ice, right? So this is the tools. I don't need any tools here. Nothing, zero. Right, there you are. You got ores. So it's ice. The ore is an ice. So ice is an ore. Right. So here ice. That's the only item. I got INF, which is infinite, which is this. Right. That means whatever we're producing, I want everything in that thing. Obviously, if you've got surplus and the container's full, it will remain somewhere else. But that's the whole point. Doesn't matter. At least once it's used by the generator, it will be dragged into the cargo container, and that's what you want. That's proper management system. Absolutely. And this is only a small plugin or a small mod, yeah, that lets you control yourself. And once this is like a missile, fire and forget. Once you put that, you're not interested, right? And that is what I've done. So that's done, okay? So that's what I've done with this one here. Right, I got this cargo. I don't want any ice in this one, yeah, because I don't want to share it, right? So I want everything except ice. So basically, I blacklist ice. Yeah. I go here. So everything is infinite and ice is zero. So that means no ice there by default. It's the opposite. Okay. So I go here. See, ice zero. Right? In cargo. I put in cargo ores. Right. It could be ores or anything else. And cargo ice. I've got ice and everything zero. And here, yeah, ice infinite and nothing else, and in the cargo is the rest, is whatever else it got. Everything else goes there, right? So everything, whatever I make, whatever the assembler makes, it goes into this cargo and it gets processed, right? And yeah, and that's it. I think, let me check. I got some paper. I got a tab. Oh yes, one final thing, and apologies for the long commentator. Q-Tech is an amazing mod, right? And I had a problem with my ship, the one Gmo made, and I copied it, right? I beefed it up a little bit, and because let me go to the ship. Let me show you what I've done. Right, I had a problem with acceleration. I've got the 1,000 megawatt. Sorry, not megawatt. Mega newton power, and the ship goes too fast, and it reaches a maximum of 500 meters per second, which is fine. But then when I stop it, I don't have enough propulsion forward to actually stop it. and it takes for ages to stop. It literally goes slow, slow, slow. It's like counting backwards from 400, from 500, 499, 498, like that. That's the time it takes to actually stop. So it could take about 4 or 5 minutes to actually stop the blinking thing. So what I did is I cannot put a hydrogen in front because I don't have enough space to put at the front. I can only put this three, and this three alone would not stop it, right? This three is only 75 meganewtons each. Yeah, so it's 200, 300 something. No, sorry, 370, 321. Sorry, 221, 220 or something like that, 225, give or take. Yeah, 75 each one of them, pushing back, right? And this one here, this one alone, I've got these 275s, which 275s forward and three backward, it will stop it. But when I put this bad boy, this the number one, the big one, that's 1,000 meganewtons, right? I cannot stop. It's 1,000 divided into 75, right? You know what I mean? That's almost 15 times faster. So I need 15 times the power to stop it, or 15 of them to stop it at the same rate of this one. Yeah, and no, that's not achievable. But QTech has got 3 propulsion system. They got it's got the hydrogen, right? It's got the electric one, and it's got another one which is this one here, right? And can you see there? It's Mark 1,000 megawatts, right? It's the same as the big one. And look at the footprint. It's the same. It's the same as a normal square. It's occupying a 1 by 1, right? And that one is a 3 by 3. So that is 6 of that occupies 6 spaces, and this occupies only 1, but it has the same power, right? It has got the same power, so you can actually slimline that. You can have a single row, yeah, and you can make that thing really powerful, really, really, really powerful. But it's power intense. It uses battery power. Yeah. So I put one there and one on the other side. One here. And this is the proportions. This is where the exhaust is, right? So when I'm going forward and I command it to stop, it will now I'm confused. Oh, and this is, you know what this is? This is a mod called Ganymede, right? With weird lights and whatnot. But this is a jump drive, right? And it's got a 3 by 3 foot thing, right? It attaches to anything. So I've got it hanging around at the back, right? And this is astronomically powerful, right? So I'm done with that, right? I'm done with that base. That was a demonstration, right? So let me, shall we say, switch everything off, except so everything, the drills, everything, I switch it off, except the what do you call it? The survival kit. Okay, so in the survival kit, go control panel. So I've got base battery. No, the drill system, I got it off. The assembler off. Right, all detectors. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Off. Auto generator. Yeah, might as well use it. The sorters, I don't want it, so I can cut. I'm saving power basically, right? Cryo chamber, yeah, why not? Base antenna, yes. The engines, that produces power to charge the batteries, so they're full 100%. No, I don't need it, so turn it off. You know why? Because the wind turbines are going to charge my batteries, right? Because I'm not going to consume. The hypercube are going to twist all of them off, right? So I'm not going to consume. Oxygen, I leave it on. The cargo, the ice cargo, leave it on. The ore, I can turn it off, but it's not power consumption. The two refineries, it's off. Well, now it's off. Survival kit and upgradable. Okay, so that's. Oh, you see, now I got more cubes, but because I don't know the color, I don't know which ones are they. Obviously, they are higher in number, but you know what I mean? Why? Why cannot make a pink, blue, light blue, red, and show there? Okay, that is the one for the generator, O2 generator. Bang, select it, group it, and then I can switch it on, switch it off. I will. Happy days. No, I can't, because the almighty king cannot be bothered. Right. So now, theoretically, I'm saving power, base power. Okay. So now I can go. Yeah. See, all the batteries are charged. How much will they last? Ah. Fully depleted. It won't be depleted, right? Because I'm not consuming. That's not consuming power, right? The modules are not consuming. Only that, right? The oxygen is, right? So I can leave that on, literally, right? So let's get out of here. Just give you an example of the power of the machine. Right. Another thing that is a Ganymede of this module, of this mod, is the landing. The landing is magnetic. This one here, this one here, is the same mod as this one. So you don't need a landing gear. It's magnetic, right? So let's go in. I'm looking from the front now, the back. See, with one, I've put the engine on. Have I got enough ice? Here. Inventory. Oh, yeah, I got a silly amount of ice. Okay, so I don't need anything from here. Right? So I disconnect and I go up. So let me go forward and up. I want to see if the... Yeah. Forward. Go forward. Right, so let's go ballistic. This is only for the people who actually want to see it. I'm actually leaving my base behind. And now I can know the distance between, you see, that's the 4,000 kilometers. Remember what I did? Put it minimum space. Uh, 15,000 meters. Where's the respawn pod? There. We're gonna test the drive. Yeah. As soon as I go into space, which is about what 40 kilometers, 42, 40 something. Yeah, that's Mars on the Mars on the right hand side, and Europa, the Europa moon. Let's say I want to go to Europa. What's the distance? Right? I can't know it. 37 kilometers. 38. Very soon. Very soon. Zero G, we are in space. Yeah, 500 meters per second. But let's stop it. Stops quickly. We're gonna use a jump drive, which is 7. And because we got the respawn pod, that's a marker. Okay, so I go 7. No, I don't want a blind jump. I don't want a blind jump. So I need. No. I need to go into the jump. This one, quantum displacement drive. Right, distance. I want respawn pod. This one. Select. It will tell me the distance. Right, automatically selected. Right, so now it's locked. So when I go jump, it will go there. It is ignoring this. Right, so now we set. Right, so now we go 7. Seven. Jump drive cannot go. Right, I cannot go. So 7,730, 5733. Right, it doesn't let me go. So I'm going to do a blind jump. Blind jump. Ignore this. Remove. So 57. What was it? 5733. So G, no G, K, and 5733. This is the distance. 57. It's free. So let it be there. That's the blind jump. Theoretically, I could go there, smash it there. Let's see if it works. I cannot go into jump. Let's go lower distance. Not G, K. K. 67. That's 100 kilometers. 2,000 kilometers. It should allow it. There you are. It will allow it. Yeah. One crew on board. 5,000 is 5,700, but it's only 200 miles. It's 200 kilometers. So you go yes. Let's go. Boom. There you are. Almost home. Home sweet home. 194 kilometers, give or take. So let's go. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I take off the dampeners. Go to one side of the planet so I don't crash into it. Yeah, I take it off. I can just disconnect the big one. Let's go. That's it. That's it. We're back to home sweet home. Right. So here, what am I doing? 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. I don't think you guys will be seeing this. If you see this, you are extremely dedicated and appreciate that. But from here onwards is normal. It's common stuff that we, all of you and I know, which is traveling home. I'm only 160 kilometers away, going really fast, right? But it's a good jump. We could have trimmed a little bit, get closer, but we don't know. Yeah, this is another thing that Keen could have done. If we know the exact distance, remember, I only know that because I know the response distance. Respawn distance, which was 5,733 kilometers, which now I know is the opposite to Earth. Yeah, this Titan planet is 5,733 kilometer distance to each other, right? And I can use that as a reference guide. But why not point? And why not set a parameter inside the jump drive within the code, programming code, saying we can accommodate you up to this amount and that would be the safe distance. Happy days. Why cannot that be the case? Right, that's another thing. One is the cargo, the coloring, the this and that, and the jump drive. This is a valid point. This could easily, and they are, they are 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years. I've been 4 years with this game, right? 10 years. They cannot separate colors to make it into groups inside of the game, right? And they decided to make another version with different things, with copies of models. Do you understand? So that's why, for example, I am not buying Space Engineer 2, because it's the same bullshit, right? With their own plagiarized version of other models. It's actually disgusting, in my opinion, right? So there is that. Actually, I like it. This is a very small ship. This ship is a very small ship, but extremely capable. Extremely capable. And it's only for production. Only for it's beast. You know, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a dwarf format. Right? So the next installment, I don't want to do it here because I wanted to test it in my platform, right? Because I've got a I want power. I want absolute power of resource power, battery, power generation, right? And the highest that I knew, because today I found out another one that is even higher, right? Is the deuterium processor, and the what do you call it? The unit provides 30 gigawatts of power, right? And I've got 8 of them. But there is one that produces 1,000 gigawatts. 1,000, not 30, 1,000. One of them only, right? So that means better management. I don't have to think about making more ice to make deuterium components to feed the 8 of them that I've got, right? Because obviously you know that if you put force field and you put lasers, any I was freaking close. Right? I was well close. Oh, did you know that I put some lights on? That is crazy. Look at that. That light, the range is 500 meters. Silly distance, and that's good for mining. At least you're approaching it. So let me take you off because I'm dangerously close. I'm dangerously close, so let me take this thing off. Now I'm slowing down, really slowing down. "23 kilometers. If you stay with me, I'm going to land it, and then I'm going to end there. Yeah, if you want to, you see when I don't take the main proportion, you see how slow it goes, right? But if I connect it, it goes quicker. Take it off. "19 kilometers. I think it's on the other side. On the other side of the planet. Yes, because I was. Yes, on the other side of the planet. Yes, it's on the other side of the planet. The other side of the planet? Yeah, definitely on the other side of the planet. So let me put one again and go. Let's go fast. We're gonna go to the dark side. Man, I'm going ballistic here. Scary ballistic. Oh. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where's my freaking... There you are. There you are. So it's nighttime on that side now. Go down. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, don't need forward propulsion now. Where are we? Right here. Go down. Easy as it goes. Easy, boy. Easy. Right, now we're going forward. Switch off this one. Only 6 kilometers to land. The forward thrusters, that's one one is a beast. Look at that. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. realign myself. Go down. Straight. Yeah, I'm straight. Let's go down. Yep, carry going down. Go up a bit. Hey, why not park? Why not park there in that little up there? Yes. Go lower. Forward back. Yeah, that will do. Going right now. Yeah, we're inside. We are inside. So just I need to align it properly. So slightly tilted. There you are. So we good. Alt check it. We are straight. So let's go down. So I'm gonna take all the thing, and I just need the C to actually take it down. And I've got it on auto lock. That's it. I'm stationary. So yeah, it says locked. We're done. We arrive at base. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Go here. Oh, we haven't got the J because I was in Amorphy. I didn't have the helmet on. So yes, I nearly died there a little bit. Put it back on. Am I killed? No, I need to go. Where do I need to go? Yeah. No, I don't have a medical bay there. Where do I have a medical bay? I don't know if I have a medical bay here. Oh, yeah, here. Oh, yes. There you are. Happy days. Right, so this is my base. This is my base. My Titan base. I took all the engines off. Yeah. Because, as I said to you before, I'm just going to give you an example. Where are we with engines? Engine 9. Yeah, this is 1000. Let's put it there. Right, that's 1000. 1000 meganewtons. And guess what? This bad boy here, 3. This one exactly the same. Yeah, let's put it here. That little thing, yeah, that little thing is equivalent to that. It's got the same output power. That's hydrogen, that's electric, right? And it works in all environments. So we're good. We're actually mega good. Okay, so I'm going to park it here. I'm going to go inside there and end the video there. So now we are what? 1 hour and 3/4. No way, nobody will see this video here, right? So I've done the whole circle minus going into planet Earth or Earth-like planet, right? But we've done everything I could to be as precise, weirdly wise, as precise as possible. But I hope you guys got something out of it, although I did a little bit of mumbling. But anyway, with that, let me go in here, and we good. So thank you, everybody. If you are with me up to this time, I appreciate that. Only if you give me viewing time. I don't mind if you don't subscribe or whatever. I don't live for this, right? But I enjoy being productive, as slimline as possible. That's the good ethics of an engineer, right? And not to build a. You're not an interior designer, okay? You're not an architect. The best engineer is the one that builds less and the most efficient possible way. That's a good engineer, and the space engineer is no different. Yeah, compact and extremely powerful. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a very nice one. See you later.